Hello, my beautiful Taurus. I hope everyone's having a lovely and blessed day. So this is going to be a 2026 yearly forecast for your sign. I'm going to break it up by quarters, and then I'll go into overall love and then money. Let's start off by saying a quick prayer for protection. Archangel Michael, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Gabriel, Holy Spirit, Universe, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, please protect me while I read for the Taurus. Please extend your protection to the Taurus, their loved ones, my loved ones, anyone watching. Reject any negative energies or entities sent to interfere with this reading. Return to sender 10,000 fold. Allow for me to have clarity while deciphering these cards. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay, so we're going to start off with January through March, okay? Spirit, what else do you have? So we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Now, before I address these two cards, I was getting the indication that some of the Taurus are experiencing something new. There's an energy of renewal. There's a shift. There's new beginnings as well. You could also be meeting new people right now. Enjoying someone's company. I feel like it's been a long time coming for some of the Taurus. I'm also getting the indication of learning. You guys are the sign of learning, the Hierophant, but I feel like you're definitely in your element right now with learning. So the Taurus may be reading up, studying, learning something new, trying to learn a new skill. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. 3 additional cards. 4 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. 10 of Cups reverse. All right. So for the beginning of the year, I feel like it's going to be a couple of things that you guys try out that are not very successful. And when I say successful, it doesn't mean that like it's a flop, but it's just not for you. So definitely figuring out which endeavors you're not going to embark on, which things deserve your attention as well. This could also be a bit of mental confusion for some people. I also get the indication that someone could be moving too quickly, being very irrational with their decision making. So make sure this is not the Taurus doing that, guys. It could be someone around you, or you could be feeling the need to speed things up, okay? So there is an energy of saving, okay? I heard rainy day, saving for a rainy day. Someone could also be trying to save up their money for some sort of project or a big purchase. Someone could also be thinking about a vehicle as well, or something along the lines of a vehicle. And definitely learning something with money. Stock market, someone could be investing in stocks. Someone is probably studying Bitcoins and cryptocurrency for some people. This could also be a younger person possibly going to school for business right now, or thinking about going to school for business, or a younger adult is in need of a financial assistance. So this could be an adult child that could be away at college that may be needing money for this, money for that, or the graduation's coming up and you know they're having a financial strain, and I feel like the adult parent is trying to assist their adult child and also get them ready for navigating through the world. But right now it's very difficult to teach them any type of lessons because of the way we are living right now in the United States with this unprecedented time. Okay, so for the beginning of the year, I feel like there may be a little things that may upset the Taurus, or the Taurus may not feel as balanced as they would like to feel. Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups in reverse, 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, Sagittarius with the Temperance in the reverse, and then we have the Page of Pentacles again in the upright. reiterated energies. Okay. Um, for some people, this could also be an energy of feeling like you invested in the wrong person, feeling like you invested in the wrong company, feeling like your time was wasted as well. Heavy on that time being wasted with that temperance and the reverse, okay? Someone definitely had to take a big L, okay? And I feel like with that Page of Pentacles coming out, this was a monetary learning lesson for whoever this message is for, okay? Um, I'm also feeling like this could also be the energy of the other person that could be have high expectations. Heavy on the high expectations. There's a lot of things that people are expecting of the Taurus right now, and the Taurus cannot deliver right now, okay? And it's not that they cannot, they don't want to, okay? The Taurus can always deliver. They don't want to right now. There's a lot of preoccupation going on, okay, in the Taurus's mind. And right now, whatever people got going on is just a sheer distraction that they're not going to entertain. So I feel like there's going to be an energy of animosity that may build up, or kind of like it's going to be some weird interactions that you have with people, because you're definitely focused on the things that you got going on, and you're also preparing for something, okay? So for some of the Taurus, you may be preparing to move, you may be preparing for a birthday party, a trip, some sort of celebration, a wedding, a new arrival of a baby. So you're trying to plan your life out, and you don't need anyone's interference, okay? Thank you, Spirit. All right, so we're going to move on to April through June. April, June, July. April through July? April through June. April, May, and June. All right. Spirit, what do you have for the Taurus April through June 2026? So we just had the Devil card just pop out. I'm going to keep shuffling. I feel like I have to pull for you guys. And then we have the Hermit. So we have the Devil card with the Capricorn, Virgo with the Hermit. I feel like someone is definitely taking a step back to address their vices. Empress. Someone could be taking a step back to address their addictions, to address their vices. Someone could be detoxing. Someone could also be cleansing, a spiritual cleanse. Okay, someone could be doing some sort of practice, Fool in reverse, all major arcanas. Some sort of practice that requires for their body to be clean, okay? When I say your body to be clean, like you're on a cellular level for your body to be clean, okay? Someone could also be thinking about switching jobs, and they may have to undergo some sort of drug test, and they want to make sure that there's nothing interfering with their career path, okay? Someone could also be in a situation where they struggle with substance abuse, not all, okay? And they're thinking about going to rehab, all right? Or they could be helping someone, a loved one that they know, into rehab, okay, to get clean. I keep hearing that word clean, okay? So someone is definitely focused on their journey of health. And if this is not related to substances, this could literally be eating clean, okay? Changing your diet, changing your routine. Someone is definitely using their discernment right now, and they're listening to their body. And I feel like they're getting little warning signs from their body that, you know, there may be something going on that they need to pay attention to, okay? Thank you, Spirit. So that Empress coming out, more fertility type things for some people. Someone could be thinking about fertility. Someone could be in a new relationship, and their partner wants a baby, and they may have to go to a fertility specialist. Okay, someone may have a vasectomy that they're trying to reverse. All right, someone could have their tubes tied, or someone could be getting pregnant while their tubes are tied. That is not ideal, because the whole point is for you to prevent pregnancy. So imagine that. I'm sorry for whoever that is. And someone feels like this person that they're dealing with is not for them. So there's an energy of envy. And I'm not going to say it's like because they want you for themselves. I just feel like they're being very judgmental towards your person if this is a new person. And if this is an old person that's been around, I feel like the family members are looking at him weird. Him or her. Nine of Swords. Three of Cups in reverse. Ten of Swords in reverse. Heavy on the exhaustion. I feel like this is also like someone having some sort of psychological reset. Heavy on the psychological reset. So someone could also be feeling very overwhelmed with their everyday responsibilities. And through the months of April through June, they're taking that reset. They're taking a break, okay? They're shutting their mind off. They're even shutting their phone off. If you can't really physically get away, you're going to escape mentally, heavy with that hermit energy. And you're not just escaping just for yourself, but you're escaping to have peace, okay? To make sure everyone else has peace too. Because I feel like there's people that may be trying to pick at you right now, and you're not really in the mood, okay? So for some people, you are addressing your mental health, all right, which is good. And on the flip side, it's causing conflict, okay? And I feel like you guys are definitely ready to drop that load with that Ten of Swords being in the reverse. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to let bygones be bygones. But there's someone that keeps nagging. Or there's a situation that is kind of lingering. It's definitely an unresolved situation that I feel like, I don't know if it'll ever be resolved, okay? This could also be involving a loved one that has passed on, okay? Maybe there's like some sort of trauma of their passing for someone around this time as well. And this year it's just hitting them harder, that grief, okay? So a lot of things going on, all right? Someone is not very happy right now, okay? But you are going to get into that peaceful mode because you're not letting anyone get in your way. And heavy on that rehabilitation. Someone may not even need like rehab for drugs or alcohol. This could literally be just you rehabilitating your spirit, your soul, your existence, okay? Someone is definitely feeling very inclined to their spirituality. Heavy on the revamping. There's also a project that someone is working on or has worked on in the past that they had to put on hold that they're going to be starting up again, okay? And it's going to yield very positive results. And I feel like I said this before about the Taurus and their entrepreneur spirit that they have, okay? So someone is definitely thinking about, I feel like I've said this several times, someone's definitely thinking about getting back out there and rebranding their business or their company. Someone may also be getting a commercial space. All right, let's move on. Thank you, Spirit. We like that. All right, so we're gonna look at July through October. I'm sorry, July through September. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man and the Seven of Cups. Way too many things going on at this point in time for you guys. I feel like you guys are in your element when you can multitask. You like to multitask. You're good at it. Even though you get tired, you still feel productive because that's important. But right now is so much going on. Okay, so towards the end of the summer to the beginning of the fall, you may feel a little bit of exhaustion from being in high demand. In high demand in every aspect, okay? Whether it is in love, in family, in your relationship, you're in high demand. As always. Page of Pentacles. That Page of Pentacles just keep coming out, okay? Here come that page again, all right? So I feel like, thank you, Spirit. I almost dropped the whole stack of cards. And then we have the Nine of Swords again in reverse. So we're getting repetitive energy. I feel like that Page of Pentacles is also that learning as well, okay? That energy of learning. So someone is nearing a completion of their studies, okay? And they are starting to feel overwhelmed because the pressure is on. Of course, when you get close to your goals, that's literally what happens, okay? It's not easy, but keep going, all right? Don't be deterred. Don't be discouraged, all right? Just keep going. Tell me more, Spirit. Thank you for these downloads. Let me get another deck. So yeah, like it's definitely gonna still be a lot, okay? This could also be an energy of someone trying to break free of someone's emotional control, emotional burdens, okay? Someone could also be feeling very psychologically strained, stressed. You're stressed. Too much. Being in high demand. Seven of Pentacles. Things are working out. That's that productivity, being patient, allowing for things to manifest the way you need them to. Tell me more, Spirit. What else you have for Taurus? But heavy on that blessing, though. Heavy on that blessing. We like that. Spirit, tell me more for Taurus. One more. And you guys are keeping things to yourself. So people may want to know what you're doing and you're not letting them. World in reverse. You're not letting them because they're going to try and ruin your shit. As always, with that world in reverse, you're not allowing for people to come and interfere anymore, okay? Because you see how you have to move now. Even the people closest to you, even their negative energy, if it has nothing to do with you or it's not even directed towards you, you still don't want it around you, and I don't blame you. Heavy on that. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's move on to October through December 2026 for Taurus. I heard letter carrier, mail, paper mail, letter carrier. So there may be some sort of correspondence that you're waiting for in the mail. Some sort of letter. It's an important letter. I feel like this letter is something of this completion. It could be related to school. It could be related to graduation. Someone could also be graduating with high honors. Okay? Someone could be invited to some sort of special club. Someone could be joining a fraternity as well if you are a college-age student or if you just are in college or a university. But whatever this letter is, it's very significant. And I feel like even though right now it doesn't hold any monetary value, what the letter will bring is some sort of opportunity for monetary gain, if that makes sense. So you may get some sort of invitation to show up to some sort of event, okay? And meet people and network. Definitely dress to impress. Nine of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. You're definitely keeping this to yourself. Yeah, that Nine of Cups, feeling good. So I feel like this could be someone going somewhere and definitely getting your gear on, like definitely upgrading your wardrobe. Someone's dressing differently, or someone may be dressing up for the first time in a long time. People are admiring you. Five of Swords. Oh, why? Why? Cancer with Chariot in reverse. Why? Why we gotta do all that? The Taurus are over here minding their business, and here comes the drama. Here comes the drama, Taurus. Y'all didn't even ask for it, but here the drama is. Imagine that. Enough. You can't even escape it because that Chariot's in the reverse. Okay, so whatever's going on towards the end of the year, my heart is with you. We have the Two of Wands in reverse. Unable to move. Someone getting a headache from someone. Look at how this dude is sitting here rubbing his head. And this person's in the background having a little meltdown back there. Where they do that at? Enough. Spirit, what else you have for Taurus? Someone may have to cancel plans. They may have to cancel travels. They may have to postpone their travels as well. Someone may also have to, I see that paper still. I still see a document. There's some sort of important document. If this is related to a house, be very careful. Make sure you get a home inspector as well, because people be trying to play. I feel like someone could be closing on a house. That could be that special document. Make sure you get the house inspected. All right. There may be something wrong with the house that you want, and you don't see it with your naked eye. We have the Page of Cups in reverse, and this could serve you to be very costly, to you if you don't catch it. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse. Feeling a little pessimistic. So I feel like towards October, you're gonna be in your zone, you're gonna be feeling good, and then something's gonna happen that's gonna throw you off for the rest of the year. All right, and it's gonna irritate you. So I'm just giving you a heads up. You're gonna be a little annoyed. Okay, this is not for all, but for some, you're gonna probably be annoyed towards the end of the year. But it's not anything major. Okay, but it's definitely some annoying ass shit. All right, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the overall messages. So I'm going to still draw the tarot cards, and then I'm going to jump into the oracles, okay? So we'll do overall messages with the oracles, love, and then money. Then we'll stop. Spirit, what else you have for the beautiful Taurus? I heard this is not what I need. What do you have? Overall 2026, this is not what I need. I know that's right, Taurus. This is not what I need. This is not what you need. And this is not what you're going to accept either. You're definitely, you know what you need. Tell me more. Overall, Seven of Wands. Heavy on the defense mechanisms. Sun in reverse. Heavy on the wishy-washy energy. I'm sorry. You guys may be a little up and down. And you guys are a grounded sign. So for you guys to be a little up and down, right? It tells me that your spirit is definitely being disturbed by something. So make sure you try to go outside and get yourself grounded throughout the course of the year. Make sure you plant your feet in grass, sage yourself, take some spiritual baths, salt baths, okay? Definitely take care of yourself. But I also feel like this is a lot of the pressure that you're putting on yourselves. Heavy on that. Why are you doing that, Taurus? You guys are definitely overachievers as well. So this type of energy don't really surprise me. Putting that pressure on yourself is just kind of how you survive. It's nothing new. Repetitive energy with the Knight of Wands in reverse. Be sure to not be too immature. See, almost dropped all those cards. Be careful this year, guys. Don't be reckless, okay? Don't be reckless. Don't make reckless decisions that you know have negative consequences than positive. Spirit, what else you have for the Taurus? Heavy on that keeping shit to yourself. You guys are like secret squirrel this year. Capricorn with the Devil card. Came back towards the end. I feel like also too, you guys may have to use a different tactic, okay? Knight of Wands in reverse. You guys have a tendency to get people to bend to your will. It's like a magical power that the Taurus have, right? And I feel like that little power that most Taurus have is not going to be as effective this year for some people. So you have to think of something else. You guys are funny. Okay, that Knight of Wands again being in the reverse tell me slow down. Okay, no impulsion. Seven of Cups, repetitive energy. This time it's in the reverse. Be careful not to succumb to temptation, physical temptation, sexual temptations as well. Especially if you're partnered up. Don't step outside your partnership because it feels good, okay? I also feel like for the single Taurus, that had to come out. We have abundance and we have alchemy. Okay, so for the single Taurus, I feel like there's an energy of lustfulness. And it's not really coming from you, but it's directed towards you. Okay? So It's definitely easy to succumb to temptation, of course. Like I said, it feels good. But I don't feel like you guys really want to entertain this energy. But there is chemistry. We have alchemy and abundance, okay? So again, working on your money, working on leveling up, educating yourself. Knowledge is power, and power is wealth, okay? I don't know who's saying that, but someone's out there saying that. And it's true, okay? You guys are definitely fueling your mind with the nourishment it needs, and that is knowledge, okay? And with that knowledge, you will be wealthy. You will be abundant. Abundance came out. All right, Spirit, thank you so much. Let's move on to love. Wow. I like that. So even though it may be a lot going on this year, you guys are good. You guys are nearing the end of something great, okay? And that end is also a beginning. Remember that, okay? Love it. Okay, so it says, key on a ring, many options, unconventional one-night stand, string along. That's that seven of cups energy. Upright and reversed. Dragonfly, lighthearted and adapt, finding out change, things coming to light and heal. So there's definitely an energy of transforming your thought process, transforming the way you see things, the way you view life, understanding that some things you cannot control, and that's okay. All right? There's definitely high dignity, high self-respect coming from you guys. All right? And I feel like for women, there's a need to be sexually explorative. I don't know if that's the correct way to describe it. Okay? But to also not feel shamed about being an actual sexual being. Okay? And this could be for the men too. But I feel like at some point in time, someone was probably shamed about being sexual, or they felt shame from being sexual. And this could be from trauma, all right, that they do not feel privy to being free. Okay, but that dragonfly is saying you could be free. You could be yourself. We like that. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's pull some money oracles, and then I'll stop. I liked your reading, guys. You guys always keep me on my toes. When I tell you, the Taurus be giving me a headache sometimes. Because y'all don't play. Y'all are the card of the bull. Okay? And y'all are not taking no bullshits. Excuse my language. Miscalculation. Taking responsibility for your mistakes is a good start. Is a good sign to start all over again. Learn from the lessons and use them for better judgment. Okay, so yes, like I said, there's going to be things that you have to learn this year that you will learn, and it's going to be a little weird, right? But you're gonna learn from it, and you're gonna move on from it, and you're not gonna do it again. Okay, because that's how you guys are. You guys don't like to burn to learn. But when you do have to burn to learn, you respect that lesson, and you don't want to experience it again. Okay? Big up to y'all. Next, we have magical. Your dream life is manifesting magically. You have enough resources to bring your desires into reality. Your income is increasing rapidly. Yes, that's that abundance. Okay? So this is a good year for money. Like, it's not going to be like a financially strained year. And I feel like 2025 may have ended a little financially strained for some of the Taurus, but it's definitely not going to end that way in 2026. Next, we have faith. This situation needs your full trust. There is a divine reason behind this experience. Your spirit guides are leading you in the right direction. Yes, have faith. Have faith. Keep hope alive. Heavy on that. All right, I really enjoyed this reading, guys. So I'm sending you all an abundance of peace, love, and light. I will try and catch up with y'all soon. School started. I'm busy. I'm going through it. I'm trying not to, crash out myself. So I'm sending you guys a lots and lots of love, and I will catch up with y'all soon. Bye-bye.